I'm Dr. Kristen Jacobs from Ooh La La Spa, Anti-Aging and Wellness in Glen Carbon, Illinois. And today is an exciting day for me on our live show. We're going to do Botox under my arms, and I'm going to do Limelight on my hands. So what Taylor had to pop out, Taylor's my nurse that works with us, and she had to pop out to switch a cool sculpt thing, so she's going to come back in a little bit. So I thought that I would just get everything, like talk about everything, and then as soon as she gets in here, we'll get going. So let's talk about Botox under the arms first. My last time I did this was I think we said November, so it's been almost a year. And what I love about Botox under the arms is I don't have to wear deodorant at all. I have extremely sensitive skin, and even the most natural deodorants I was breaking out from. So I finally broke down. It's probably been 3 years since I've been doing Botox under my arms. And what it does is it just decreases the sweating. Some people still have a little bit. I personally don't have any, but it decreases the sweating. And as I said, I don't have to wear deodorant. So I can feel just a little bit of sweat, so I know that it's time. The good news with Botox under the arms is that it can last anywhere from 6 to 12 months. And as I said, for me, that is super exciting, super great. When you're doing Botox on the face, it's usually 3 to 4 months. So that's such a big difference, 6 to 12 months, to get that awesome treatment and the sweating. So you're probably thinking, well, it's almost wintertime, what's the big deal? Because we sweat more in the summertime. But as I said, this makes it so that I don't have to wear Botox. This makes it so I don't have to wear deodorant because of the Botox. So with that, we do 50 units under each arm. Taylor will bring me some ice packs before we do it. We just ice it. It really doesn't hurt, and then we just inject it. And then within 2 to 3 days, I'll start to see a difference. So it's one of my favorite treatments, and I have a lot of favorite treatments in this office. So we talked about when it kicks in, how long it lasts. I think that pretty much covers everything. Steph, do you have any questions? That's all right.
Don't.
Okay, that's okay. So, then the next step that I'm going to do, I'm going to take my jewelry off here because I'm going to do Limelight on my hands. So as we age, we start to see age spots on our face, on our neck, our chest, and our hands. And the hands really show your true age. So a lot of people will, do a lot of treatments on their face, sometimes include the neck and the chest, but we forget about our hands. So I have this awful brown spot. I don't even want to show you, it's so ugly. But I have this awful brown spot, and then you can see some tiny little ones on the surround. This one's not as bad, but that's sun damage, people. That's showing my age, so I want to get rid of those. The other thing and especially people who are really thin, they have thinning of their hands, and you can actually put filler on the backs of your hands too. I have not done that. My hands don't bother me except for that big brown spot, so I doubt that I do that anytime soon. But I do have some patients that we do that with, and it just gives a little bit more substance to the hand, and you don't see the bones and the veins as much. And so we usually use Voluma in there, and that can last up to a year. So that's a neat treatment that we don't talk about very often. So what the Limelight is it's an IPL, and that means intense pulse light. And so what that does is it's going to shoot some light, and it's going to attack the brown, to put it as simply as it can, and the brown's going to get even darker. So it should look like a little chocolate chip on my hand, and then in the next few days it will slough off, and hopefully I have back to normal non-sun damaged hands. So at this point in the season, we like to say, hey, bye-bye to the brown spots that we got over the summertime. Now, obviously, we want to protect and prevent from getting any later, let's say you do the bye-bye browns, and next year we want to make sure that we're on the right kind of products and doing the right kind of treatments so that you don't get any more. But you have to keep in mind that the sun damage is from many years ago, even before we were 18 years old. And so now is when it's coming to the surface. So you notice in older people that the brown spots definitely appear more on the face, neck, and the chest. So we have several different options that you can do for brown spot treatment. The Limelight is an excellent excellent one. We usually recommend doing 3 treatments about a month apart, and that's what you hear in the background. I know it's kind of loud, but we thought we would have it ready to go so when Taylor comes back in here. So sorry, hopefully you can hear me just fine over it. But, oh, there, now it went off. So now it's better. I was talking about it, so it decided to behave. But anyway, that one we recommend 3 treatments, 1 month apart. And there's not a lot of downtime with it. As I said, the brown spots are going to get a little bit darker and then they're going to slough off. So it's a great time in a week or 2 to do maybe a microdermabrasion or to do my favorite, which is hydrofacial. And the hydrofacial will help to exfoliate. We'll do just a tiny bit of a chemical peel and then we'll hydrate that skin. So it's an excellent follow-up treatment after the Limelight. I mentioned chemical peels because that's another option to get rid of, or I should say improve, your brown spots. Chemical peels are great all year long, but we definitely increase the amount of peels we do and see in the winter months. So we have 3 different levels of chemical peels. One is called the Illuminize, and that's our lowest level. We like to combine that with the microderm because the microderm is going to get those dead skin cells off, and then the Illuminize peel is going to penetrate a little bit more. That's our lowest level chemical peel, so you're not going to have a lot of peeling with that. It's more of a glow type peel, and people love it right before an event or something, something that's going on. The second level is our Vitalize peel, and that's what the majority of our patients do. That's our middle of the road peel. And you will see peeling with that about 3 to 5 days, and the peeling starts 2 days after the peel. So a lot of people will come in on a Wednesday, maybe a Wednesday evening, start peeling on Friday evening, and then by Monday or Tuesday the peeling is just about complete, but you'll still have a little bit throughout the rest of that week. So that's another great option for the brown spots that you got over the summer. The next option is microneedling, which though I'm talking about these in order of how fast you see results and more like the more aggressive forms too. And as I start talking about these next treatments, microneedling does more than just get rid of brown spots. It's going to help with collagen stimulation. It's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles and tightening of the skin. So I think you get the best of both worlds using the microneedling along with, you getting the microneedling is getting rid of the brown spots and the collagen stimulation. Now, something you could do is actually add on Limelight and do that before the microneedling. And that'll bring those brown spots to the surface, and then the microneedling will help break it down. So that's an excellent combination. And the microneedling, we also recommend starting with 3. You can add PRP to it, which will help the collagen stimulation even more. And then, let's see, so we did chemical peels, Limelight, microneedling. Our Secret RF, which we will have some video of that later today because we actually have an advanced training today, so that's really exciting. But the Secret RF is also another thing, and combine it with the Limelight and will help with the collagen stimulation and getting rid of the brown spots. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, which hopefully you have, or hopefully you'll tune into some other ones, you'll know that the next words out of my mouth are, you have to do your treatment at home, which is product. So we have our Lytera 2.0, which is made to help treat the brown spots, prevent brown spots from getting even worse, and it will get rid of them, or even worse, meaning they're not going to form, and then it'll help to get rid of them. So Lytera 2.0 is something that you're going to want to use in the morning and the evening. And think of that kind of like how you have to brush your teeth every day. Think about the Lytera as the teeth brushing so that you don't have to do as much work in the office. The other product that we like to use in combination with Lytera is our Even Up. And the Even Up helps with sun protection, helps to cover it up, and it also helps to treat those brown spots. The Lumivive, which I've been talking a lot about lately, it's not technically made for brown spots, but what it does do is helps to lighten and brighten the skin, and it creates a healthy skin environment, and so the brown spots do look a lot better. So we are seeing some great results with the overall color of the skin when we have started patients on Lumivive. And the beauty of Lumivive is that you actually see results in a couple of weeks. So, okay, so we got Taylor. Do you want to do Limelight first?
Sure.
Okay, so Taylor came in, and so we're going to go ahead and do the Limelight on my hands. Now I get to wear some nice funky glasses, and I'm going to put all this over here, so give me just a second. Do you want me to lay down? It doesn't matter. Okay. Since we're doing hands, I'm going to do it like that.
I'll probably just put them on your lap. I'm
Okay.
going to put a towel on you. And then,
Okay.
Okay, lift up for me. Tighten those.
Okay. So the Limelight, you're going to see a flash of light. It feels like a little rubber band snapping on your skin. Gosh, I haven't done a Limelight in a long time. So if I scream, just ignore me.
You're going to do great. Okay, lift up your hands for me.
Okay.
Okay, and you can set it down.
Okay.
Right. Just going to alcohol your hands first.
So Limelight is definitely something you want to do in the fall and the winter. We do not do this treatment in the summertime. You don't want any sun on your skin at all. So that's why this one is that's why I decided to go ahead and do this one today, because now is the time to do this. Something I did not talk about when we were talking about brown spot removal is our Pearl. Our Pearl is the skin resurfacing laser. It's that time of the year now for that as well. That one you do have downtime with though, but I think it's great because it's what I like to call it a one and done. So it gets rid of the browns. It makes the brown spots better. I don't ever want to say it gets rid of, but it definitely improves the brown spots, and then it helps the fine lines and wrinkles and the texture, color, tone of the skin. It just makes the overall picture look better, plus gives you a little bit of tightening of the skin. So we like to do a combo of the Ultherapy and the Pearl. And you know, I've talked a lot about combos today. As I said, the Limelight can be combined with just about any kind of treatment, and it helps to bring those brown spots to the surface.
You ready?
I guess so.
Okay, I'm gonna actually put your hand here.
Okay, can you see
And
it?
I'm gonna raise you up.
Okay.
Yes, I can see it.
Oh.
Actually,
Okay.
maybe let's do this. That'll be better for us.
Better? Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Are you ready now?
Oh,
I
sorry.
think so.
Okay, we're just gonna cover the whole top of your hand.
Okay. And Steph, just keep your eyes closed if you have to. So.
Turn it down one notch. just
Okay.
because- All right, here we go.
Okay. I
Okay.
think so, yeah. I think sometimes it's more the light flashing than it is. Like I can barely feel the heat, but it does kind of scare you just for a second because the light flashing.
Yeah, that's what most people say is like they'll flinch, but it's really they're
Yeah.
just flinching because the light is so bright.
Yeah,
It's scary.
It is scary. And I do think like on the second or third pulse, like I feel it just a touch more. So you feel like the heat is definitely collecting, I guess, in the hand. Glad I'm not doing my face. You all know I'm a big baby. Yeah, and this is, I mean, literally one hand is going to be like, what, 2 minutes at the most?
Yeah, we're already done with this
Yeah,
hand. I'm
see.
just make sure.
What does it feel like when it's being done?
You know, normally I would say that it feels like a rubber band snapping, but it really didn't. It just felt like heat. Just like I don't know, heat for 1 second. It really didn't feel like much. And you know, I flinched for a second, but it was more the light.
You really don't have many
No,
spots on
it's
this
not too
hand.
bad. So, you know, just, run over it anyway.
Okay.
Since you're doing one, may as well do the other. Because you know they're going to come out, so.
Limelight is an IPL. What's the
Correct.
difference between that and like laser genesis?
So laser genesis is, I mean, technically IPL really isn't even a laser. It's the type of energy that it's delivering. So laser genesis is heat, different kind of heat. I know it's confusing because we like radio frequency is a different kind of heat. But the laser genesis, we can go to different depths in the skin, and we can stimulate collagen production. This one really isn't stimulating collagen production, it's more superficial. I think you'll get a tiny bit of collagen stimulation, but again, it's just the difference in the technology, really. And because this one's more superficial, that's why it helps the brown spots. Hopefully that answered your question.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
That's it.
Yay, okay. So we talked about the 3 treatments, so I can take my glasses
Yep,
off,
you can.
right?
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be bright. 3 treatments, and what does it look any different? Oh yeah, see, it's darker.
You think they're darkened?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely
What'll it
darker.
look like tomorrow?
It should look like a little chocolate chip, I think. Sometimes they're that dark immediately, aren't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of the times they are.
Yeah, but it's definitely darker, so that's a good thing. We want it to be darker. So, okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and do Botox, and I'll try not to cry. It doesn't hurt, but again, it's just one of those things that
Actually, let me out.
okay, it's just one of those things that I don't love injections.
Taylor, do you get it done
Woo!
too?
Actually, yeah, I've done it before, and I didn't think it was bad.
No, Taylor's a rock star, though. I'm not so much. Nicole is a rock star, too. Yeah. Whew. See, sometimes the cold is worse than the actual.
Yeah,
Botox.
it is. When I had it done, I was like telling everyone. I kind of forgot for a while that I had it done, but I was like telling everyone, I'm like, I stopped wearing deodorant, and I think that it's like cleansed my underarms, so I don't smell anymore. I forgot that it was the Botox, so that's why I didn't smell. And so I had like all my friends like trying this armpit detox.
Oh my
And then it
gosh.
started wearing off, and I'm like, oh, forgot I did Botox.
I know. That's hilarious.
I
So
know.
the detox was not
Not
exactly.
real.
Yeah.
I made it up. It was just Botox.
Just Botox. Okay. So we'll do one arm. We'll see how I do, and then we'll see. Okay. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it all plays out, right, people? Okay.
Ready?
No.
You're gonna do great.
Might have to.
You want a stress ball?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, this is normal. Everybody gets a little bit nervous coming in. It's totally normal, and so we are prepared. Maybe.
It's not.
Okay, no stress ball for me.
No stress
I have
ball.
a towel. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Am I good? My arm good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. That's nice and numb. Yay, didn't feel it at all. And I think as we go, we might numb again, but yeah. Awesome. Ice is good.
Injection, right?
Yeah,
Or
2.
you didn't- 2.
Yeah. So, how long did your Botox underarms last then?
Probably a good 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, so it's 6 to 12 usually, and what did we say it was November for me or October of last
December.
year? Oh, it was December. Okay, so we're at 10 months. Yeah. Yeah, however you want me to do
That's
it. I know. Sometimes it's hard getting the skin. Yeah, but I mean, 10 months is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And like you said, I mean, you didn't have to wear deodorant either, so that's what's so
No.
great about
I'm
it.
so bad about remembering to wear it too.
And it's awful when you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not good. My Botox is wearing
Right,
off.
and you
Yeah.
get used to.
Yeah.
You get used to not having to wear it.
Yeah.
So this would be good for not just for people who don't want to wear deodorant, but for people that like have hyperhidrosis.
Hyperhidrosis. This is
Yeah.
actually the treatment It's, we only do cosmetic wise, but there are clinics out there that you can treat hyperhidrosis with Botox, and you can actually turn it into your insurance company. Some insurances will pay. Let me ice just for a second, and I'm gonna put the ice on the other side.
Okay.
So we will give a super bill, and they can turn it in, and sometimes it'll pay, because it is definitely a problem for people who laughing at me.
I'm so sorry.
Stephanie's laughing at me. It's a problem for people who have this issue. They can't get up in front of people. They can't wear dark clothes. They have to always wear something light. And doing Botox under the arms is life changing, really. I know this is hard. Okay, tell me how you want me. You're good. Good. Okay. You're so little, though.
There's not much under here. Please.
Just tell me how you want me. But I have one of my patients. She's actually I did her a couple times, and then she's like, "Why aren't you doing this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she said it's absolutely been life-changing for her, because she does give a lot of presentations, and she's not sweating at all. And she says, I can wear anything that I want, which, if you don't have that problem, you don't really think about it. You don't think how much of a problem that is, and that, you can't wear black, you can't wear blue, you can't wear like light blue or anything, because it's going to sweat right through. Or wait, is it where you wear black?
You can wear black.
You wear black. Sorry, you wear black, And like I said, it really does affect people's lives. So this is one great way to combat that, and you can do Botox to help it.
Doing okay?
Yeah, except for that one.
Sorry.
You almost done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Done.
So yeah, that was good.
Good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. Taylor's so good though. I don't ever
Tell everyone you know.
What's that?
Tell everyone you know.
That's right. Tell everyone you know. Taylor is amazing.
Can I turn this laser machine off?
Yeah. Just turn the key.
Yep. There you go. Laser machine. Where are you gonna go first? Up here. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm ready too. Okay.
I was about to be like, are you ready?
Are you ready? Yep, I'll just listen to my nice relaxing music. Yeah, I love when the ice has just been on there. You just don't feel it at all. And even the ones that you do feel, it's like so tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny.
Sorry.
That's okay. So let's talk Botox on the face, since we're on the subject of Botox, and I know we've done a couple shows on it, but you can do Botox. I call it your angry eyes. So in this area, the glabella, and you can, let me put a little ice for a second.
Okay.
And is that 25?
Yep.
Yay, good. And you can do your crow's feet, and you can do your forehead. And I have a little bit of movement, so maybe we'll grab a little bit of that today, since I'm getting some treatments. And then I actually like to do a little Botox down in the chin area. It helps with the orange peel effect. But Botox is a great treatment, because it's one of those things, like, you look relaxed, you look refreshed, but nobody will ever know that you've had anything done. So it's a great starter treatment, and great for those who are afraid of looking fake, which is the majority of patients, who come in here. And that's why I really, really like Botox, because, like I said, if it's done right, you can't tell that you've had it. And I have about 70 units in my face probably, and I don't know when the last time we did it. Maybe
Close to 3 months.
Yeah, we're getting close to 3 months. And so I have quite a bit of expression still. So I just want, I think that's really important, that people understand that you have to do enough so that it's going to work. But everybody's afraid of looking fake, and it takes a lot to look fake. So those Hollywood stars that are out there, I mean, they have probably hundreds of units of Botox. It's not the minimal amount like what we use here. And less is always more, so we can put some in and we can always add some more if we need to. So we love our Botox, don't we? All right, you done? That was so easy. So, okay, so we talked about Limelight today. Limelight's to help get rid of the brown spots. We talked about a few other options like our chemical peels and our secret and our microneedling. And then we did our Botox. So if you have any questions about any of that or anything else, don't hesitate to give us a call at 618-288-9117. Thanks for watching.